Hello class 9. In our last computer class, we discussed the question answer of chapter 1, unit 1. In today's class, we are going to start the unit 2 of chapter 1, Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming Concepts. So unit 2 is Introduction to Java language. Some terms related to Java language. See, what is Java? Java is an object-oriented programming language developed by James Gosling and his colleagues at Sun Microsystems. So once again, Java is an object-oriented programming language developed by James Gosling and his colleagues at Sun Microsystems, and this language was initially called Oak. So there is a story behind it. The James Gosling had a big oak tree right in front of his office. So after that only he gave the language name Oak. Now history of Java language. In 1991, the Sun Microsystems, Colorado, USA, developed a complete language named Java as a part of research work to develop software for consumer electronics, mainly home appliances. Okay, to run the home appliances, consumer electronics. It was developed as a full-fledged programming language in which one can accomplish the same sort of task and solve similar problems in other programming languages such as basic C++. So all the works of C and C++ basic language can be done in Java language. So the platform independence, Java is one of the most significant advantages that Java has over other languages. It has the capability of moving easily from one computer system to another. Remember I have taught you WORA, write once, run anywhere. Java, being an object-oriented programming language, has adopted many features of C++. C++ also is an object-oriented programming language, so it has adopted many features of C++. Originally, Java was designed to execute applets program, the internet applets, the programs executed by using web browsers. But gradually, the language gained wide acceptance as a programming language replacing C or C++. So it became so popular that it replaced C and C++. Okay. So this was the history of Java language. Now let us discuss the basic features of Java. First, Java is an object-oriented programming language. Like C++, this is also an OOP language, object-oriented programming language. Java programs are both compiled as well as interpreted. If you remember, we have discussed in class 8 that Java has both the translators, compiler as well as interpreter. The Java compiler is Java C and Java interpreter JVM. We write the Java program. It is compiled by Java C and converts into bytecodes, and again by the JVM from bytecode to it converts into machine code. It can access data from a local system as well as from the internet. It can take data from a local computer as well as the internet. Okay. Java program is written within a class, public class, the class line, and a pair of curly braces. So Java program is written within a class. The variables and functions are declared which are defined within the class. Okay. Java programs can create applets, the programs executed inside the Java based web browsers. So applets program, internet applet, Java applets, and application, what we are learning from class 8 onwards, that is the standalone or application, the programs developed by the users like any other programming language. Okay, Java doesn't require any preprocessor or inclusion of header files like C++ language. C++ language requires preprocessor or it includes some header files which is not required by Java language for creating a Java application program. Java is case sensitive very nicely, you know, it finds the difference between the uppercase capital letter and lowercase small letter. Okay, if a name is written in capital letter, one name is written in small letter, both the words are not same for the Java. So Java is a case sensitive language. Now comes the Java compiler and interpreter. You know that compiler and interpreter are used in various computer languages. Each computer language has got either a compiler or interpreter. So each computer language uses either the compiler or interpreter to convert source code or source program into object code or object program. Java language treats compiler and interpreter in different ways. How? Just see, Java compiler, that is Java C, is a software that converts the source code into an intermediate binary form called the bytecode. Once again, Java compiler is a software that converts the bytecode into an intermediate binary form called the bytecode. Further, Java interpreter, that is JVM, accepts the bytecode and converts it into machine code suitable to the specific platform. So it has got two steps. We write the Java program by the Java compiler, Java C. It is converted into an intermediate binary form called bytecode, and again by the Java interpreter, it is converted into the machine code. And what is Java interpreter? JVM. So we type the program in Java source code, that is Java program. Compiler converts into bytecode and interpreter converts it into machine code. Okay. Next, Java interpreter as virtual machine. See, Java interpreter converts bytecode into machine code. It is also known as Java virtual machine. It not only converts the bytecodes received from a Java source code, but also converts the bytecodes of other non-Java environment. So Java interpreter is a software, but due to its nature of conversion of bytecodes from multiple source codes, it is referred to as virtual machine. Okay. So this was the Java compiler and interpreter. Next topic is Java libraries in JDK 1.3. Java package is a collection of various classes. What is a package? Package is a collection of various classes. Just this much only learn it. That Java package is a collection of various classes. Each class contains different functions. In case you want to use a specific function of a class within your program, then the package containing the function needs to be included in your program. So package can be included in the program by using a keyword import. Like this, like suppose the util package we import in our program to use the scanner method. So how to use? Import space java.util.asterisk. Suppose you want to include IO package, then java.io. Import java.io. And the package java.io and java util include the classes related to IO. IO means input output and utility functions. The asterisk sign, see this asterisk sign denotes that all the classes of the concerning package will be made available for use in your program. However, if a specific class is to be used in the program, then the specific class name must be used in place of asterisk. Like import java.util.scanner. We have some packages like java.lang, java.io, java.applet, java.net, java.awt, java.txt, java.math. Among all these things, all these packages, java.lang is the default package of Java programming. That is, it will automatically be imported in any Java program to avail its classes and function. So no need to write import java.lang.asterisk, because it by default only it is imported in each and every Java program. So in today's class, we discuss about the Java, features of Java, compiler and interpreter of Java, and about JVM machine. So please learn all these short terms. Thank you.